Let me remind you, I am not a freaking doctor. Nope, not a doctor, but I do know a thing or two about SARMS. Coach Greg, and today I'm going to give you 33 things that you need to know before you ever consider taking SARMS. We're going to make them quick and easy and to the point so we can get through it faster than last time. Before I go into this, let me remind you, I am not a freaking doctor. Nope, not a doctor, but I do know a thing or two about SARMS. SARMs are selective androgen receptor modulators. They are not SERMs, which are selective estrogen receptor modulators. So these bind to the androgen receptor in a similar way to anabolic steroids, but more selectively, therefore having less side effects. Number 2, they are not for human consumption. That means they are not supposed to be taken by humans. Last I checked, most of the circles watching this were humans, so you're not actually supposed to take them. But people do. But you shouldn't. Number 3, some SARMs, ostarine in particular, can help you recover from injuries faster than last time. Number 4, SARMs can actually be stronger than some steroids. You might be thinking they're really weak and no big deal, but listen, some of them are actually stronger on a milligram per milligram basis than actual steroids. Number 5, they can be a gateway to stronger PEDs like steroids or stronger SARMs. You might think, I'm just going to start with a little bit of ostarine, and before you know it, you're on them there trend bologna sandwiches. Number 6, they are hard to stop. Once you see the changes made to your body, it's hard to stop. And when you stop, you're going to lose a lot of those gains. And so you're going to want to keep taking them. So don't think you can just take one cycle and stop and be done with it. Chances are you're going to want to keep taking them over and over and over again. Number 7, if you do take SARMs and later take steroids, the gains you make on the steroids are going to be smaller than if you never took the SARMs in the first place. Once you take SARMs, you're no longer natural and you're going to be making a lot of newbie gains. So when you do decide to take HRT or other steroids, expect the gains to be smaller than last time. Number 8, and this really sucks, and people ask me this all the time, you will not keep the gains that you make on a SARM cycle. You can't just say, oh, I just want to get my dream physique. I'm going to go on a cycle for probably 12 weeks, put on 20 pounds, and then I'll stop and I'll just maintain from there. It's not going to happen. Number 9, SARMs literally cost more than steroids. So if you think it's going to be cheap, it's not. Number 10, SARMs are often fake. About 1/3 of the SARMs available on the open market are not actually SARMs. So it's like the Russian roulette. You never know what you're going to get. Number 11, SARMs can suppress your natural production of testosterone. Just ask Mr. 21 nanograms per deciliter himself, Isaiah Miranda. Ask him. He might know something about that. I don't know if he does or doesn't, but maybe. Just ask him. Number 12, it can shrink your nutsack. If that's something you don't like, well, it might happen. For me, I don't care. It certainly shrunk mine, but I don't care. Number 13, it can cause gynecomastia or gyno. It's when you get a large lump formed under the nipple. A lot of people, they don't like this. It's not appealing, and it's literally breast tissue being formed under the nipple. Gyno surgery, very expensive, can cost thousands of dollars, so please be careful when using SARMs. Number 14, SARMs are banned PEDs in drug-tested sporting competitions. So if you are in fact using SARMs, you can't compete in tested sporting events. SARMs may or may not be legal in the country that you're in, so please ensure you never break the law when trying to purchase SARMs. You might need a PCT, post-cycle therapy. So if you are taking a SARM, be mindful that there's a chance you might benefit from taking Nova, Clomid, or something to that extent to help your testosterone production go back to normal faster than last time. Number 16, SARMs, they kick in real quick. It doesn't take weeks and weeks for them to work. You may in fact notice an effect on the first day that you take them. Number 17, SARMs can be hepatotoxic. That means if you are taking SARMs, be sure to get your blood work done to ensure you're healthier or almost as healthy as last time. Number 18, SARMs can cause bloating and water retention. So don't think that just because you're taking SARMs, you're going to look like some shredded bodybuilder with a six-pack of abs. It doesn't work like that. You might actually look worse after taking the SARMs because you're now bloated and carrying a ton of water. Number 19, this may be a no-brainer to most of you, but listen, SARMs can dramatically increase the rate of muscle growth. Some people think SARMs don't work. They work, trust me, they're working. Sure, there's a lot of negative side effects, but to be honest, the stuff, it works. Shit works. Not going to sit here and lie and say that it doesn't work. Number 20, this is for the guys, it can cause erectile dysfunction. That means you can't get it up. Some people have taken SARMs and they literally have trouble in the bedroom. So just be careful when taking SARMs. Number 21, in comparison to HRT, SARMs are neither as safe nor as effective for long-term use. So if you're looking for something to take for the rest of your life, SARMs is not the answer. Number 22, and this for the women, it can cause viralization. You get a deeper voice and your lady parts, they can get thicker and bigger than last time. So if you're trying to stay feminine, be careful when taking SARMs. Number 23, it can cause thinning of the hair. You're washing your hair in the shower and you're like, well, why are some of the follicles coming out? It can cause some hair loss. So if you notice that happening, well, stop taking it. Number 24, although most SARMs are taken orally, there are some SARMs that have been prepared to be done through injections. I've never used injectable SARMs, but they do in fact exist. But be careful, the liquid SARMs that you've seen in bottles, you can't just use those for injections. I know of more than one person that's literally opened up a bottle of SARMs and injected it. Listen, these are not sterile. You cannot inject liquid SARMs. They have to be specifically made to be injected into the body. Don't do these things. It is dangerous. You don't want to get an infection. Number 25, more young people are using SARMs than steroids. Oftentimes you hear people saying, I'm not on steroids, I'm natural. Meanwhile, they're taking SARMs. SARMs are more commonly used than steroids. And why? Because they're more easily available. You can order them online, they're easy to get. In many countries, it's legal. So obviously, because it's legal and easy to get, it's more often used than steroids. Number 26, liquid SARMs, pressed pill SARMs, or SARMs in a gel cap, they're all equally effective. One is not better than the other. Number 27, SARMs can sometimes increase or decrease your sex drive. Depending on the person, depending on the SARM, some people will actually be hornier or less horny than last time. Number 28, the higher the dose and the longer you take it for, the more potential benefits you have, but also the greater risks you have. So when deciding what dose to take, realize that the lower the dose, the less benefits you're going to get, but it's a heck of a lot safer, while the higher the dose and for the longer that you take it, you're likely to get much greater results, but at a greater cost to your health. Number 29, results will vary. Two people could take the exact same dose and train the same way, eat the same things, and one get way better results than the other. This is genetically predetermined that some are better responder to SARMs than others. So you might gain only a few pounds of muscle while someone else gains several pounds of muscle. So if you don't get the results you're looking for, blame your parents. Number 30, and sorry to break the bad news, but if you take SARMs, you're not going to look like your favorite supermodel. Yes, they work, but they're not going to get you your dream physique. It can help, but it's not going to do the work for you. It will, in fact, speed the rate of muscle growth, but you still have to put in the work. You still have to follow the diet. Number 31, you for sure know people who are taking SARMs and who are not telling you about it or, frankly, lying. They're fake natties. You're going to the gym and you're looking around and you're like, why am I not making so many gains? Why are they? A lot of the theys are taking SARMs or other PEDs. So don't think that just because they don't look like Coach Greg or a professional bodybuilder, that they must be natural. Bullshit. The majority of people who are taking SARMs don't even look like they work out, and they're taking them because they want to look like they work out. Number 32. Just because something happens to you while taking a SARM doesn't mean it's the fault of the SARM. Every single side effect that you could possibly imagine on this planet, someone is blamed on SARMs. My ankle hurts, I got a headache, my tongue's swollen, my nose, it doesn't look right, I feel red, I got more acne, less acne, I feel better, I feel worse, I'm taller, I'm shorter. I can't sleep, I sleep too much. I feel better, I feel worse. Every single side effect is going to happen. Doesn't mean it's actually the fault of the SARM. Might be, but you don't know. And the last but not least, number 33, SARMs aren't safe. You can't just say, oh, I'm just taking a SARM. It's oral. It's no big deal. It's just oral. Oh, those needles, the steroids, oh, that's bad. You're on HRT. Oh, that's bad. I'm only on SARMs. They're weak. You're on HRT. You should look like Superman. I'm only on SARMs. It doesn't work like that. And in fact, you can take SARMs at high enough doses that it's much stronger than HRT. Doesn't mean you should take it. So before deciding to take SARMs, please do your research and tell your doctor. Be safer than last time. Get your blood work done. And don't just take anything just because you think it's going to give you your dream physique. Ending it here. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette IB Pro. 2 bloops are over there. Subscribe, click the bell button, follow me on the gram, the talk. Buy my freaking cookbooks, plural. And until next time, I am out.